Hello everyone. In this problem, I'm going to go over this camera problem. So in this problem, we have the price for two types of cameras, and for the number of sales, the quantity sold is simply given in terms of the price of each camera. So if the price of one of them goes up, then the other one is sold more, and vice versa. So the question is this: can we simply create a two-way data table to find the maximum revenue in terms of like number of sales, how many we should sell from camera A and camera B? So first I created my Excel file. So what I have is just price. These are the prices for A and B given in the problem. 250, 240, and 350. These are kind of given for the first part. We're going to find these prices to actually maximize the number of maximize the revenue. So the number of sales for camera A is given by that formula in there. I'm going to plug that one in there. So it's like 175 and then minus 0.7 times price of camera A, and then plus 0.55 times the price of camera B. Make sure you use those cells in there because we're going to create a two-way data table. So do not just plug in those values given in the problem. Those are going to be changing because we will try to figure those prices that will maximize the revenue. And that's for quantity sold for camera A. And now let's do it for B. I have equal 322 plus 0.08 times price of camera A minus 0.8 times price of camera B. So we got these two. So that's the number of sales roughly according to our model. And now let's look at the revenue. So the revenue will be, of course, the price of camera A multiplied by the quantity of camera A sold plus price of camera B times the quantity of camera B that's sold. So we got this number. So according to this model, if we put the price to be 240 and 350, that's the revenue that we expect. Now let's create our data table. So at the left top, I'm going to put my revenue function from here. And it says use increments of 10 starting at 250. So let's put here the first row, start with, start here with 250. And then for the next one, I'll have equal to the previous one plus 10 because that's increments of 10. And I'm just going to take it to the right side, something like roughly 25 of them. Let's see, that's 450 to go up to 500. And then that's 490. Take two more. So that's one more, 500. So we got that one. Maybe I can make these column lengths a little bit smaller. We'll see it in one screen, something like that, maybe. Now I'm going to create the column for the second price B. So that's like 250 again, same way. This time equals to the previous one plus 10. Then I again scroll this down to 500. So I got my table set up now, and I can use now the what if analysis tool. Now we need to choose a table. Let's say the row represents the price for A and the column represents the price for B. So I'm going to go to data and I'm going to click on what if analysis and data table. So for the row input cell, I'm going to be using the price for A, and for the column input cell, I'm going to use price of camera B. Now, be careful here for NA and NB. That's why I just told you, do not put the numbers that's specifically given for different parts of the problem. You need to use the cell values from your model, from your parameters. So we click on OK. So here we go. That gives us all those kind of like possible revenue that you get for those prices for camera A and for camera B. Now it says find the maximum. So let's find first the maximum value in this list. So what's that maximum value? That's equal to max. I'm going to use the maximum function, and I want to choose, oh, let's see, we didn't choose that one. We need to, let's do this part again. Let's do this part again. We forget that one column. Let's fix that one. We go up to 500, so it's good to see the whole thing. Now we can see the whole thing. And now let's do it again. We have what if analysis, data table. The first one is price A, and the second one is just price B. I hit OK. So I got the table again. This time I want to make sure, yeah, it's all filled. Now let's find the maximum value. Let me make it bigger. We don't need the question anymore. Yes. So the maximum value of the whole table. Let's find that one, because it just asks us like the quantities that sold for the price for camera A and camera B that will maximize the revenue. So let's choose this part. These are the revenue values. I close that and hit OK. So that's my maximum. So 71,920. That's my maximum. So I need to find which row and which column includes this number. You can do a search, but here we go. What I do is here. Let's do here, calculate the maximum of each column and each row. So let's say maximum of this first column. I compute that one. I find this, and let's take it all the way down. Find the maximum of each column. So this column, this row represents the maximum of each column. Let's change the color to make it different. So these are like the maximum values of each columns in here. So as you see, like we can find it in the second one, but I'm going to show you how to find that number 2 index in there. And then let's do the same thing for this one. So it's going to be equal to, I'll find the maximum of each row, starting from here, here. Then I just pull it down, all the way down to here. So those are the maximum values of each row. So now let's find that index from here that matches with the maximum value. So what I'm going to do is I'll do like equal to match. So match comes with this 3 options. First, find the lookup value, which is this value, comma. It says lookup array. Array will be simply this array. And then comma. In the third option, you'll see that it says if it's less than exact match or greater than, we want exact match in here. So I click on exact match 0, close it, and hit enter. So that gives me that is number 2. You can index it if you like, but you can, this number is really small. Here we go, number 2. This one is the maximum value. This one, the second column, is the column that the maximum value occurs. So let's highlight this. Let's highlight this one. So now let's do the same thing for this column, the column values. So we're going to again do equal to match. I want to match it with the maximum value, comma. Now the array is right here. And then comma, I need to choose 0 because I want exact match. Hit enter. That's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's right here. So in here, you can see that that happens in here. Of course, like once you see it right here in this column, that you can obviously say that it's 6, but this is how you like combine them. So I can do it a different color. See, this is kind of like the cell that takes the maximum revenue. So in order to maximize the revenue, we need to set the price for A, P, A. We need to set it to be $260, and the price of B needs to be, as you see, 300. So I hope this example is clear. This is just another example to show you how two-way data tables work. Thanks for watching. Bye.